My mama once said, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. Today, in reflection, I would say, since we don't know how long we actually have, let's take good care anyway. Hey, I hope wherever you are, you're safe, you're warm as you can be, and you're finding ways to be gentle with yourself and to be gentle with your experiences. I know, it's a task. It's a lot going on in the world and within. So this space hopefully is an opportunity for us to just check in and to not, be oblivious to what's happening, and to be checked in to what's happening within us as well as what's happening around us. So here we are. I was speaking to one of my colleagues the other day, and he reminded me that one of the things, we're specialists in a lot of ways in helping to take care and care for others. And he goes, it's so interesting that when we're in a situation where we're panicking or we're anxious, the first thing we forget is how we calm ourselves, how we get curious about what's happening within us. So the tools that we know when we're outside of a crisis and we utilize and we share with others, sometimes it's challenging to tap into those tools for ourselves. So that was a real thing, because I then look back and I thought, oh my gosh, when I've been in situations where I was anxious and really panicky, the tools that I would utilize outside of that totally forget when I'm in the midst of it. So my answer to myself, or my response to myself, and I hope your response to yourself, is let's keep moving. Let's keep doing this. Let's keep practicing. Let's find accountability partners to help remind us of the things that are useful, the tools that are useful when we're in those situations, when we're in crisis, when we're in a panic situation, so that we can further ground ourselves and notice what's going on within, so that we can speak to it accordingly and not run away from it. Because I'm also reminded that running away when you're in a panic situation in your mind creates more panic, right? It builds more adrenaline in an already, adrenalized situation. So it increases panic response. And the visual I get with that is turn to it and speak to it and get curious about what's it there for and what can we do to get through it. So today I want to walk with you through a brief meditation from my hypnosis days. Self-meditation was taught to us in our training, sort of self-trance work, self-hypnosis work, similar and different in some ways, but I just want to remind us of how we can connect with ourselves in deeper ways when we're in a panic state or in a crisis state in our bodies. So let's begin our meditation for the day. Find a comfortable position. Rest your gaze somewhere and make note of internal or external perceptions, such as your thoughts, your thinking, emotions that you're experiencing, objects you're seeing, sounds you're hearing, temperature or surfaces you're sensing, the sound and feel of your breathing, whatever you're smelling and tasting. As you attune yourself, silently narrate your perceptions one at a time, perhaps even in timing with your exhalations. Notice changes in your perceptions, your thoughts, your emotions. Make note of those. Notice if you're sitting, feet touching the floor. What are your toes doing? Do you have on shoes? What does that feel like? Bring your perception upwards. Is your stomach gurgling? Your movement? Are your thoughts going toward ideas of what's happening? Is this strange what I'm doing? As you perhaps may wonder, come back to center and remind yourself gently that you're finding a more comfortable position. You can reset your gaze. You can again make note of the internal and external perceptions. Just bring yourself back. If you hear any sounds around you, or even your own breathing, smelling anything familiar or unfamiliar, Get curious, but not so curious that you stray so far. And if you do, come back to center. Resituate yourself in a comfortable position. Reset your gaze. Make note of the internal and external perceptions, emotions you're experiencing, sounds you're hearing, temperatures or surfaces you're sensing. Bring yourself back. As you scan yourself one more time, remember, you can always come back to this. Your breathing, your positioning, your perceptions, what you're noticing, and utilize them to ground yourself. Until next time, take good care.